is a 457 visa? The subclass 457 visa is popular amongst employers wishing to sponsor overseas workers to work in Australia on a temporary basis. This visa enables employers to address labour shortages by bringing in genuinely skilled workers where they cannot find an appropriately skilled Australian. A 457 is a temporary employment visa allowing the holder to stay in Australia for up to 4 years. There are certain requirements that must be met by the applicant. Firstly, you must have a sponsor who is your employer. The sponsor has obligations that must be met and approved by the Department of Immigration. The sponsor must set out terms and conditions of employment at the time of nomination, and those terms and conditions must not be any less favourable than what would be provided to an Australian citizen or permanent resident. Secondly, there is a list of occupations that are eligible for sponsorship under the subclass 457 visa program. A relevant occupation must be nominated as part of the visa application. This list can be found on the Department of Immigration website. Thirdly, the visa applicant is required to demonstrate that they have the skills, qualifications and employment background that are relevant and necessary to perform the tasks of a nominated occupation. There are also strict requirements regarding the visa applicant's English ability and age. At Cirrus Migration, we understand that this can be a very stressful time for both the employer and employee, and so our migration agents and lawyers are well trained in personalising our service to ensure a seamless application process. By engaging our services, we will check the legislative requirements, prepare the necessary sponsorship, nomination and application documentation, and deal with the Department of Immigration on your behalf until a decision has been handed down. We are here to act as your medium between yourself and the Department of Immigration, and our aim is to alleviate you of all your worries and free up the time that is often involved with a laborious visa process, typical of a subclass 457 visa. If you would like to assess your eligibility for a 457 visa, or perhaps you are at the stage where you are ready to apply for a 457 visa, call us today on 13 000 747 847.